Hi, so I had a couple of people who wanted to have a video showing how I groom my collies, and I'm not a professional. This is just stuff that I've learned over the years having collies. I'm not a groomer. So first, some of the things I use. I have a slicker brush, and I use that first to try to get as much of the undercoat out as I can before washing. You want to make sure you brush really good before you wash. I have my clippers. I use that for under their feet and a little maybe around the sani trim. I have my Dremel. And it's just, I got this from Amazon. It's nothing special. It works good though. I have my scissors. I have straight shears, I have curved shears, I have thinning shears in various sizes. This is just a bottle with some conditioner. I have Cowboy Magic, and it really diluted so that I can brush her out. And then I have my shampoo with I just use a medicine cap for a measuring cup. And I have the Chris Christensen Smart Wash. You dilute it 50-to-1. I found that if you mix it in just a regular water bottle, it's about 10 milliliters. You fill up the bottle. Works pretty good. So, the first thing that I do, and I think I'm going to have to move the camera here, is I brush them out. And you know what? Let me move the camera. Okay, so when I brush them, I line brush. So I pull up the hair. I don't know if you can see that there. I pull up the hair pretty tight until I can see the skin, and then I just go down the line and brush. And as I go, I pull my hand up to let more hair come down. I just go down the line until I get to the top. And then I start over. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come right back. Okay, I've got her pretty well brushed out. She has a medium coat, so it's not too bad, and she's already blown her coat this year, so she's really not too bad. But next I do the feet. Oh, where did I put my scissors on here? Okay, so when I do the feet, and maybe somebody has better advice than this and a better way of doing it. I don't know. This is just what I've kind of come up with. So I take the slicker brush, and can you see that? I brush backwards like this, and I just take my shears and I cut the hair from between the toes. And you want to be careful because you don't want to end up with your dog having a choppy looking foot if you cut the hair that's on the top of the foot. So you kind of got to keep checking what you're doing. She's not a huge fan of the table. And then I take the foot. Bella, stop. And I just kind of clean up. Well, what are you doing? I just kind of clean up around the toes, cut back all that hair. Oh, quit. Isabel, what are you doing? You weirdo? Quit stomping your foot. It's hot out today, and she's not extremely happy about this. So, after I get a kind of rough cut there, I take the clippers and I just go underneath the foot I hope you guys can see this. And I just kind of shave all that hair between the toes. Come on, Bella, stand straight. Now I do usually a lot more, but for this purpose of this video, I'm just going to kind of quickly show you. So then I do the hair on the back of the foot. And you just kind of, you brush it up really good and kind of brush it out. And what you want this to be is a half moon shape. So you want it to go like this. So, oh, stand still. I really should do this on one of my other dogs that are a little more willing to stand still. But I've already groomed everybody. Stand still, Bella. I don't know if my hand's in the way. Bella. Okay. Stand still, please. So, I'm having a hard time with her currently. Okay. Now it's not perfect, but that's what it kind of ends up looking like. So it looks still a lot better than this foot. Bella, what are you doing? And she's really hot. She's not liking this today, are you? So that's how I do the feet. The front feet, you don't need to trim the back at all, or I don't. I don't know if other people do. I just do the same thing, brushing. And you see how you get kind of these big chunks from between the toes? That's what I cut off. Any mats or big chunks of hair. It just makes the feet look nice and clean. Okay, get down on your feet. And just kind of brush it back forward, see where you're at. She's still got some mats between her toes here. And then you just do the same thing on the bottom. You just shave the hair between the toes. And I'm going to actually do that once I turn the camera off. The other thing that I do is ear trim. Bella, look forward. So she doesn't have perk ears. I did not glue her ears. When I do the ear trim, I just trim this hair, this long hair in and along the bottom of her ear, this hair here, so it looks nice and neat. And then I take the scissors and I brush up the hair on her ears and just kind of trim along the side so it's a nice straight even look. And then if she had hair, which she doesn't have too bad, but a little bit, this hair kind of behind her ear that's really long that comes over her ear, just trim that up. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to do that because I'm not sure if I could do it. I can. Alright, boo-boo. Look here. It's a good idea to use your thinning shears, especially if you have a dog with really long hair. My other girl that I post a lot, Holly, she has, I call bangs around her ears. And so to make that look nice and even, I really have to use the thinning shears. But since Bella's not going to be shown, and she's just a pet, it's okay to just kind of... Bella! You'll be happy when it's time to wash, huh? And you can cool down. Come here, boo-boo. So just kind of any long hair on the ears, I just kind of trim them up so they look nice. And this is where I need my thinning shears here, so I don't look hacky. It just gives them a much nicer look to the ear to have them cleaned up. Now, if she were a puppy and I was going to set her ears, I would clean them up. I'm going to clean them up anyways. But I would clean them up here. And then what I do when I set ears is I just take tear mender, the fabric glue, and I put a little drop here on the tip of the ear, a little drop here on the tip of the ear, and I just fold 1/4 over, and then I just take a little bit and put here, a little bit here, and a little bit on the top of the head, and I just push them together like that, and that sets the ears really nice. I know a lot of people use the Japanese tape and braces and a lot of things like that, but I have found over and over again that it's much easier to just use the glue, fold them over, glue them together. They stay for about 2 to 3 weeks depending, and they really come out really nicely. She's too old to have her ears glued over and have them stay. She's my old baby. Okay, I'm going to do the other ear and the other feet, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I'll make a part 2 mixing the shampoo and washing her. So I will be back. Bye!